When Pope Leo wraps up his trip to Turkey, he will then go to Lebanon for meetings with civil and religious leaders, including members from the Maronite community. The Maronite Church is an Eastern Catholic church based in Lebanon and in communion with Rome. It is named after Saint Maron, a 4th century hermit, and has its own liturgy and spirituality. It also has a substantial presence here in the United States, and we are happy to welcome Bishop Gregory Mansour, Eparch of the Maronite Eparchy of Saint Maron of Brooklyn in New York City. Your Excellency, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Veronica. Very nice to meet you.
You as well. Both popes, John Paul II and Benedict XVI, visited Lebanon during their papacies, with both trips seen as milestones for the region. How are Maronite Catholics viewing this upcoming trip by Pope Leo XIV?
With lots of enthusiasm and lots of joy, and preparing themselves with a lot of, we've also done our own repentance of anything that has caused any harm to anybody. That's part of Patriarch Ra'i. He asked us to go deep within ourselves, to improve in our Christian life so that we can really be a witness, and we can witness to the joy of the Holy Father coming to Lebanon.
Now, on Sunday, Pope Leo issued an apostolic letter ahead of his trip focused on the Nicene Creed, which he called the foundation for dialogue that, quote, has led us to recognize the members of other churches and ecclesial communities as our brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, and to rediscover the one universal community of Christ's disciples throughout the world. Do you think this letter will have an impact on the ongoing ecumenical efforts between the Catholic and Orthodox churches?
For sure. I read it carefully, and it is profound. It's beautiful. I wrote a little speech about Nicaea a few months ago, but mine pales next to the Pope's. And what I loved about the Pope's, he said, it's very clear that this issue of faith is that not a man became close to God, as Arius said, but God became man and dwelt among us. And the difference in that is very, very essential to our faith. And all Christians, evangelical, Catholic, and Orthodox, believe that. So I think Pope Leo has really put out a beautiful document. And I hope people will read it. And I think it will be a great help for ecumenism.
Pope Leo will also meet with members of other faiths as well. What is the current relationship between the Maronite Catholic Church and Islam?
It's fairly good. You know, in Lebanon, there are Christian holidays and Muslim holidays, and Lebanon is the only country of the world that has a Muslim Christian holiday, and that is the Annunciation, March the 25th. And so there are good relationships, but there's something, Veronica, that some people may be missing, and that is Pope Leo went very deep before his visit. He studied Nicholas of Cusa, who was a great dialoguer with Islam and dialoguer with Eastern Christianity. And 1,000 years after Augustine, he was the voice of Augustine in the Middle Ages. So Pope Leo really, really gets what it is that it is to dialogue with Islam and dialogue with Eastern Christians. So this trip, I think, will be extraordinary, and we're very much looking forward to it.
Bishop Mansour, thank you so much.
Thank you.